What's up, everybody? MopHead here, and welcome to week 2 of Custard Month. And yeah, we got some more custards to look at today, so let's get down to it. So the first one we're going to be looking at is a third world custard by third world order. Makes sense, right? Alright, and the recipe reads 1% Capella cake batter, 2.5% Capella French vanilla, 0.2% Capella golden butter, 1.5% flavor art marshmallow, and 10% Capella vanilla custard V1. It's definitely got a butter taste to it. Yeah, definitely a lot of butter taste to it. Yeah, if you're already using 10% vanilla custard, I don't see why you would add any more butter to it, but yeah, dap it up. um, so I guess the question for this recipe is, what's the difference between this recipe and just vaping 10% vanilla custard by itself? The marshmallow, I guess, adds a little bit, kind of fluffs it up a little bit. That's kind of something to take away. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's basically 10% vanilla custard, and that's basically all you taste. And then it's like got a little extra butter on there. So I mean, I guess it really doesn't taste bad, especially if you're like a little newer into mixing, or you just haven't like used vanilla custard, Capella vanilla custard so much that you just can't even vape it really anymore. Like most of us have just used it so much that it's like, yeah. I mean, it's an older recipe. Well, not really. 2016. That's not that long ago. It's not that old. Yeah, it's a lot of Capella vanilla custard. So yeah. So I guess this one I'm just gonna give it 2.5 out of 5 because it just kind of tastes like you just put 10% of vanilla custard and then a tiny bit of marshmallow and then threw on a little extra butter on top of it. That's really all I get from it. Not too much to talk about besides that. So moving on. All right. So next one we have. Where are you at? There you are. So the next one we have is Ambrosia Custard by Keith Ju. This recipe reads 2% TFA Bavarian cream, 1% Capella buttercream, 1% TFA vanillin, 1% Capella marshmallow, 1% TFA sweet cream, 12% Jesus Christ, Capella vanilla custard, 1.8% Inaware vanilla shisha, and 2.5% TFA vanilla swirl. Yeah. 12% vanilla. Oh my god. I forgot about that. Oh. Oh god. So much vanilla custard. Yeah, there's like it's just a lot of vanilla custard, man. So this one pretty much tastes like the last one, but it has more vanilla custard in it, and it has like a bunch of vanilla in it, extra like vanilla dumped on it. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's been a little bit since I looked at the recipes. Oh. The third world custard, at least it's vapable. Like I said, like if you weren't somebody who's just overused vanilla custard, like I've used Capella vanilla custard so much, like I'll still use it in recipes, like really little, like 2% or something, just to kind of, build a cream or something. But But before that, like when I was starting mixing and everything, I just used it so much, you know, because it works. It's good, you know. That you just get sick of it, you know, after a while. So at least with the third world custard, if you're a newer mixer or like you just haven't overused vanilla custard for years, you'd probably still be all right with that one. Yeah, this one's kind of hard to choke down. Honestly, it's like, yeah, and it's a lot of vanilla. Like vanilla, and you don't need to use vanilla at 1%. Dude, that stuff is strong. Like I accidentally used it at 2%. Like the first time I ever used it, I tried using it at 2%, and it was fucking awful. And 1%, it's not as bad as using it at 2%, but yeah, it's really strong. Like if you have vanilla in or you end up getting it, it's not bad. It's good vanilla. It's really, really strong. And then dumping it and then using vanilla shisha on top of it and just, yeah, which is another pretty strong vanilla, you know? Yeah, it's just, no. So this one, I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 5. All right. And then our recipe of the week. Recipe of the week. I actually like this one. This actually deserves recipe of the week. I know it doesn't seem like it because it kind of followed two not very good recipes, but it's a good recipe of the week. I need to clear some of that vanilla out of my fucking mouth now. Alright. So we got apple buttah, like goldfish, gold bones. Yeah, goldfish. Alright. We got 2% Capella buttercream, 0.5% Flavor Art caramel, 0.5% Capella cinnamon Danish swirl, 4% Flavor Art Fuji, 0.5% Flavor Art liquid amber, 1% TFA vanilla bean ice cream, and 1% 1% Capella vanilla custard. Yeah, just 1%. This one's excellent. It is really good. So it might be a stretch calling it a custard, but I called it a custard. It's kind of a custard. I just really wanted to mix it, really. Yeah, it's a recipe I've been wanting to mix for a while. And I was like, it's got a little custard in it. It's my channel, I'll do what I want. But it's really good. It's almost like the mixture of like a vanilla custard and then like really good like apple pie filling. Yeah, with that caramel and liquid amber in there, it almost like feels like it emulsifies like the apples. And then with the vanilla bean ice cream and custard in there, it kind of does give it like maybe that custard pudding. I mean, not quite a custard, but like kind of like a pudding type feel. And you know, vanilla custard does add a little bit of butterness to it, which is like one of the nice things about using Capella vanilla custard low is it does help kind of like give it, you know, give a butter feel to it. Like if you don't have a butter flavoring or something, or you're doing something that already is gonna be kind of creamy. You can add a little bit of vanilla custard and it will put in like that butter taste for you. Yeah. A little bit of, I love when people just use like a little bit of cinnamon. I mean, just 0.5% of cinnamon Danish swirl is enough where it's not overly powering cinnamon, but the cinnamon's there. Like you might not even catch it really, but it's there. And then it works nice with the caramel. Like just a really well built recipe, you know. Like, and I know this one got a lot of hype, and it's worth it, man. It lives up to it. It's a good recipe. If I had to say anything that keeps it from being like a 5-star recipe, just it's maybe a little on the harsh side. Like it's got a pretty I don't want to say gnarly throat hit, but it does have some throat hit. It's not the smoothest, you know, vape, but it is really tasty. So I'll definitely give it a 4 out of 5. Like it's a strong 4 out of 5, but it's a good recipe. I enjoy it. Good job, Goldfish. So, week 2. Week 2 is done. So we're going on to week 3. I think originally I meant to do this last month, and I think there was 5 weeks last month. So, so it's gonna extend a little bit past April. I know, terrible. Just kidding. But so I think we still have like 3 weeks left. But yeah, a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. I've been learning some stuff, getting ideas to build up. You know, I don't really have like just a straight custard recipe out. So after this month, yeah, definitely gonna be working on a custard recipe. You know, I got motives, man. All right. So until next time, eat, sleep, mix, repeat. Be good to each other. Talk to y'all later. Goodbye.